Hi everyone, I'm Doug Black, Editor-in-Chief at Inside HPC, and we're at the SC23 conference in Denver this week. And with me now from Lenovo is Andreas Thomasch. He is Director of European HPC Markets. We're standing here with an exhibit of Lenovo Neptune water-cooled technology. So tell us what's new in the Neptune line.
Well, actually, I would say what's new is we've a couple of more systems in top 500 driven by Neptune technology. And I think it fits in nicely into the theme we have, which is kind of smarter, revolutionized HPC, which sounds very marketing stylish, yeah? But let me make this more specific, because based on the legacy we have, like more than a decade ago, we embarked with customers like LRZ, who drove us to do warm water cooling. And now here we are, right? Back then, more than 10 years ago, people laughed at us doing that, kind of bringing warm water cooling to a volume market in HPC, and now more than 10 years later we are there with a broad portfolio, yeah? So you have the systems in there with Intel and Ponte Vecchio, so that's a good platform. We have AMD and NVIDIA platforms, we have the CPU-only stuff, we have the combination with the GPUs, so really everything that the customers want for their workloads is there, and so we really maximize what they get from performance out of the power they are putting in. And in the total kind of sustainability focus we have, that's really key, because we take things out from a PoE of 1.5 in a really good air-cooled data center down to less than 1.1, more like 1.0 something in a warm water-cooled data center. And that's good for the planet, and it's good for the bill.
What I've written about your water cooling, warm water cooling, what really impressed me is that you're cooling systems with water that's 120 degrees Fahrenheit. It's just amazing.
And it's not easy to do that, right? So kudos to a lot of our engineers to really keep that being reality, because we are really driving this with, and in the European markets more like centigrade, right? So 45 degrees centigrade inlet temperatures. We do that because the water you're getting out of that is more like 55 and above, and that's something you can do something with, right? In a simplistic way, you can heat the pool, but most of our customers don't have a pool, so what do they do instead? They heat the buildings, or they put it in a district heating system. So if we have a customer in Germany, TU Darmstadt, they are putting it into the campus heating system. And what they are saving out of that over kind of a 5 years horizon is about, I think I've did the math around it, is more than 1 billion, I think, kilometers of cars that you would travel with. So it's really a substantiated saving on carbon footprint, and that's why we do it.
Okay, great. So what else should we look at?
I suppose we take a look at storage, because all the compute happens on data, and data needs to be there. Yeah, storage.
Okay, we're in the storage area. Update us on Lenovo storage.
Yeah, I think we've done a major thing. We've extended our storage portfolio to now include DDN as well. And I think that's a major move for us. We've historically been very centered around Spectrum-Scale and DSSG is our solution. And now we are also seeing that the market's bigger than that. We have customers asking us for doing more stuff outside of that. So we are partnering with DDN, basically bringing a Spectrum-Scale solution based on DDN flash storage, in both QLC and TLC. So there's different performance tiers that we can address with that. And also going to bring Lustre and DDN to the market for the customers who prefer that, which I think is a major opportunity out there. And it gives customers also more flexibility in the way they match data and storage to the compute part they do.
Yeah, DDN certainly is an HPC storage stalwart, been around for a long, long time. And they have a new platform out.
Yes, that's true. They have a new platform, and I think with that they have improved performance as well as management capability. But in addition, what I think is important as well is that we're also addressing things where HPC and AI converge, but they drive slightly different storage requirements as well. And I think by bringing that to the portfolio, we also give customers a converged storage solution, if you will. Not technically converged, but it converges the different requirements we see from the workloads.
Okay, very good. So that's storage. Where should we go now?
We go to OVX, because that's a key solution. Digital twins is based on a lot of data. So you see the narrative continues.
Okay, we're over in the digital twins area, NVIDIA OVX. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we see customers kind of embracing this digital twin thing. So basically building the manufacturing sites inside a system as a digital twin. That resides on a lot of data, that's why I mentioned storage, yeah. But again, you need a lot of compute power and visualization power to bring this data alive and really kind of help you plan your next manufacturing plant or your big kind of train system or whatever you want to do based on all that data. And that's what we do here, and you need the right infrastructure to do that in a scalable way. You need to get it in a good form factor and have scalability. And that most of these customers today are not there that they can use water cooling in their data centers or colocation sites. So what they use is an air-cooled system. Still, you want to have good density and good performance. And that's why we have a 3U GPU system. And you can basically start with kind of 4 GPUs in it. It's a 3U system. We also fully qualified systems going beyond that. So if you start with a proof of concept, it's 4 GPUs, L40, which is typically the mainstream, or L40S for OVX in the NVIDIA world. And you can add to that and get it to an 8 GPU system, still in a 3U form factor, which from an engineering perspective, with all the terminals and so on, is a major achievement. And that's fully qualified for OVX as a workload from NVIDIA. So it's easy to roll it out and with very tiny risk.
Okay, great stuff. So where should we go now?
I think we touched a little on the software stack, but let's move over, talk a little bit more software stack over there.
Okay, so now we're talking about Lenovo HPC HPC and AI software stack. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we see customers, I mean, the big sites, they have their own software stacks, I mean, they know what they do, but customers coming new to HPC or want to embrace it and scale more about it, they struggle with that. That's why we have something we call LECO, and that's a kind of bundle of different pieces that you can roll out easily as pre-made templates to submit jobs and so on. So it really kind of lowers the barrier for getting into HPC and AI as well. So it has an AI flavor, it has an HPC flavor. And in addition, what we've also done, we've open sourced a part of it, so open LECO. So for the customers who are still uncertain, but just want to give it a try and kick the tire a little bit, they can go to open LECO as well. And if they like it, go to a full flavor of it with the support and everything to run in a production environment.
And I know LECO has integration with Slurm, is that true?
It integrates with Slurm, it integrates with other subsystems as well, other workload managers, and also it integrates with kind of submitting stuff to the cloud as well. So you get all this into one package, which is, again, easy to deploy and simple. So I think it's easy and good for customers to get their kind of feet wet and running in the HPC world.
Okay, well, thanks for this update. We've been with Thomasch of Lenovo, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.